Going to start off with a question from Mike Ganter from the Toronto Sun.
Hey, Goran, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
You mentioned, well, back on Media Day even, you were talking about Scotty Barnes. You've obviously seen a lot of rookies come through in your career. In terms of readiness to play, where is Scotty in the rookies that you've seen?
I think so. He's ready. He's everybody expects from to score and everything, but he does so many other things. He can defend. He's great at decision making. Tonight he got 7 assists, 0 turnovers. So that's something that you cannot find. It's rare, especially for the rookies. And Scotty is that guy who is here. He plays for the team, and we're lucky to have him.
As a point guard, how much do you appreciate his court vision?
A lot. He makes the game easier for everybody else, and we need this in our team. Especially when he gets on the open court or when he gets inside the paint, he makes every read the right read, and it's so much easier for our shooters and everybody just to be ready and shoot it.
Thanks, Goran. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Next question goes to Stephen Lung from Sportsnet.
Hey, Goran, I was just curious, how comfortable are you kind of playing like next to another point guard in the backcourt?
I mean, we still need to work on it, but in my career, I played with a lot of point guards, especially in Phoenix. I played with Bledsoe, Isaiah Thomas, then in Miami, with Tyler Hero and Jimmy Butler was handling the ball a lot. So it's nothing new. With Freddie, I got great chemistry. I know what he can do. So it just takes time to get adjusted, and everything's gonna be fine.
And what have you made so far of Malachi? He's a young point guard, up and coming, still learning the craft. What have been your impressions of like what his game is at right now?
His game is solid. He's really solid. He's a great pick and roll player. He can break guys down, get inside the paint, and he makes those reads. Good shooter, and he just needs that confidence. I think so. He's a tremendous player. What is that? His second year in the league, so he's still young. But maybe for point guard it takes a little bit more time to develop. But so far so good.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Next question goes to Adam from the Daily Hive.
Hey, Goran. Just wondering, sort of over the next week or so before you get things going in the regular season, what sort of things do you think the team needs to clean up in their game and work on ahead of the regular season?
It's going to be a little bit different. We have still a lot of guys on the roster, and they need to make a decision. And when when they make that decision, then we're going to have less guys. It's going to be probably shorter rotations, and we just need to clean up our defense, and especially offensively, how to move the ball from side to side, not just to have, one trigger and shoot the ball, but, try to break the defense and get the open shots that that we want. We have a great shooters, and when we open, we're going to knock those down.
And then just on a personal level, sort of, what are the own things you think that you're going to bring to the table next week, just to make a good first impression in front of the Toronto fans?
The one thing that I can bring is to play hard, to bring my experience. This is preseason, so I don't put much that into it. But when the regular season starts, that's different ball game. I've already been in the league 14 years, so I know what to expect. And, it's always nice to open the season opener in front of our fans at home. And they're going to give us great boost, and we just need to bring energy and play as a team. And I think so. As long as we win that first game, we're going to be okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Final question is going to go to Vivek Jacob from Raptors.com.
Hey, Goran. Nick was saying that he ran some sets for you that you're used to having with the teams you've played for before. What has that communication been like with him and getting used to the Raptors offense, but also having some of the sets that you're used to?
It's been good. It's been good. You know, Nick really talks to me a lot, and yeah, tonight we put 1 or 2 sets in that I usually run when I was in previous teams, and it's not a new set. You know, the whole league is running those sets. So, of course, when you switch teams, you need some time to adjust on the new offense, new defensive schemes. But you know, everything is fine. We have players who know how to read the game, and like I said, we just need to get on the same page. And you know, the more the repetition that you get, and the more games, it's much easier.
And Goran, lastly, you've mentioned, you know, having been matched up with OG Anunoby, him defending you before. But what have you made of his offensive improvement that he's shown so far?
Yeah, I mean, in preseason, you know, he looked really good. You know, especially in his ISO game. He's really strong body. You know, I don't think so. He realize how strong he is. He can use his body really well, and you know, his shot was amazing. He improved a lot of his shots, and you know, we're gonna need everything from him. You know, he's that type of player, two-way player who can play offense and defense. So you know, it's a luxury to have.
Thank you, Goran. Have a safe flight.
Thank you.